Good morning, fellow comrades and viewers. I'm Comr Titus TG, the Interim Secretary General at Academic Union Secondary School, Benue State, a chairmanship aspirant of Academic Union Secondary School, Benue State. As you can see, the interim ESCO was constituted, I think, around the end of 2024, and precisely 2024 January. That's when the interim ESCO was put in place. As a candidate, to be honest to you, you see, we have a challenge. Ordinary caretaker committee, or interim committee, also administrators, when they come on board, they don't operate any other structure again. So when the Umaji government was dissolved, ordinarily the local government chairman too supposed to have very dissolved them, because they were part and parcel of that government. So when we came on board, there was a suggestion that they should also go, because going by that decision. But within the ESCO, there was a division about the dissolution of the local government leadership. And so, because we were not united, then that's why they are still there. I will not subscribe to delegate election. And before I do that, before I proceed, even one of the terms of reference that was given to us by the authority that considered the interim committee was to go and conduct Congress election, because we are faced with a lot of challenges. You know, we are just trying to come out from a crisis, and it's only General Congress election that will be a panacea to these obstacles we are facing. So those agitating or clamoring for delegate election, I don't think either they are ignorant of it or deliberately they want to create another crisis in the state, in the union. I know that ASUSS cannot survive another crisis. And that's the reason why some of us are avoiding issues that will trigger another crisis. Because, you know, in attempting trying to solve a problem, if you're not very careful, you'll be creating another problem. So, like I've said, there was no unity in this course of that time. Because when it came in, the issue of Umaji and malfunction was there. Because the ESCO was composed of Umaji's loyalists and mal-loyalists. And they are more in number than us. So when such issues comes up, definitely we are overruled. So ordinarily, they are the ones, the local government chairman, they are the ones clamoring for this. Because they feel that they have stayed in this union over the years. Some of them feel that they are the founding fathers, and therefore the young ones, nobody can just come to the stage to lead the union without their consent. So I think that's what is causing the problem. They are talking about the delegate election. They are talking about going to use constitution. If you look at it legally, what they are talking about, that constitution they are talking about, is even against them. If you go look at the constitution says the tenure of office is 4 years. Means after that 4 years, you have no legality to act on behalf of the union. You have lost. You have no local standing to do that. You see, so that constitution they are even talking about, that the constitution should be followed, that constitution is against them. For instance, in Makodi here, the local government ASUSS chairman Makodi here, you know him very well. He has been there for more than 10 years. So which right does he have to take decision on behalf of ASUSS or to go and select delegate? But you see, we were having crisis. We were just trying to come out of the crisis. So personally, I was trying to overlook a lot of issues so that election be conducted and a new scope come on board. So someone decided to, keep quiet to maintain some of these issues, because we never really expected that we were going to stay as interim up to a year, because we were given a mandate to conduct election within 3 months and to hand over to the new ESCO. So that was the mandate was given to us. Unfortunately, things never happened the way we expected, and that's the reason why it appears as if we are going back to square one. We are beginning the journey afresh. That the election was going to be a General Congress election. It was based on that even some of us purchased form, because we believe that the General Congress will bring credibility to the election. So nobody is disenfranchised. Everybody has the right to vote and be voted for. That is it. So those are them that are talking about delegate election. I don't think, ideally, frankly speaking, they don't have the interest of the union at heart, because it's like they're trying to create another crisis. And like I said, ASUSS cannot survive another crisis in the state. The national executive, the national ESCO, conducted election in May, precisely in May. It wasn't a delegate election. It wasn't delegate. What are they saying? If they are saying that yes, somebody is saying that ASUSS is national, ASUSS is not on the benefit, said I agree with them. That they quoting the concept ASUSS is national because it's national. So even the national election, the national ESCO conducted election there, and it's not a delegate election. The way you're talking about the delegate election in the state here, and you see in the Benue state here, since the inception of this union of the state here, there haven't been any election. So I felt that this is even an opportunity for all the ASUSS members, those that can come, they should converge and ventilate their grievances. Apart from the election, there are other issues. Their members are complaining. They are complaining. They are not happy. So I felt that it's even an opportunity for ASUSS members, those that can be able to avail themselves to Makodi, they will come. My driving force is my conscience. I champion for change. Not that the change should benefit me as per se. But if along the line I become beneficial, then thank God. But me, I want the right thing to be done. Because right from the time they constituted us, we give the mandate to conduct General Congress election. And I feel that General Congress election will bring out the best for the people. General Congress election will bring out the best for the union members. Look at the case in Benue State here today. We have a reverend gentleman, that is the governor. If it was not a General Congress election, maybe even from the primaries, you know, the primaries was direct primaries. It was direct primaries that brought in the reverend gentleman on board. If it was delegate, he wouldn't have smelled it, because the money back would have hijacked the process. You see, and today at least he's doing very, very well. He's trying. He's doing his best. We are at the end of 23 or whatever, used to have our salary, unlike what we experienced in the previous administration. So if it was by delegate, we don't have the reverend gentleman on board today. That is it. So definitely, that delegate election will compromise a good leadership, because at the end of it, people will go and get money and come and buy delegate. And these are the things. So I don't subscribe to that. Whether General Congress election is going to favor me or not, that's not the point. My end is that let's have an election. And I've been discussed with my co-aspirant. Whosoever the Congress in Benue State will give the mandate to, I will gladly join hand and help the person to build ASUSS, to make ASUSS great. That is it. It's not all about me. It's not all about me. Whether General Congress favors me or not, that's not the problem. But let's have a free, fair, and credible election where all members are eligible to vote and can be voted for. That is my driving force. When we were at the officer head of service, he said there's something that says, I don't know that there's a saying that what an elder will sit down and see a child will stand up and will not be able to see it. That none that's putting in terrain. So terrain will come here and they will begin to enjoy the goodness of the office. And they may not be willing to go ahead and conduct election. And he said, categorically said, that's the reason why you are the one that have been planning for this change. And that's why I'm making as a secretary. So don't want you are there, you should ensure that the election is conducted. Yes, other people may be dragging feet, other members of the ESCO may be dragging feet. Probably they're not contesting, so they may be trying to delay the process. But as for me, like I've said earlier, election should be conducted. Let's have substantive ESCO on board. And whosoever wins that election, free, fair, I am able to join my hands to work with that person. That's it. So for the rest of the ESCO, if you are not interested for the election to be conducted, or if you are trying to delay or drag foot, that's your own cup of tea. As far as I know, election is going to be conducted. That's all. The area of deduction, I think we have been doing our best. You see, the issue of NAFSA came up. NAFSA, and they have unilaterally deducting money from the pay slip of our members. When the matter was reported to us, first of all, I went there and we stopped the deduction from the Office of Accountant General. So along the line, some members, we stopped those that complained to us. We went and stopped. So later, when other members came forward to complain about the same issue, when I went there, and the officer in charge told me that he would not go ahead and just stop those deductions like that. That I should go and discuss with the chairman of NAFSA. I said, why? He said if he goes ahead and effect those deductions, maybe the man will come and complain that those people that is, our members are his members. So he want the memo of stopping the deduction, the circular of stopping some of this deduction, letting money from his office. I said, yeah, it's okay. So I went there, I saw him, we discussed with him, and he promised that he was going to effect the change. From time to time, we will go there this month. Oh, he say, oh, he has forgotten. I think the last time I was there, I think the chairman of Interim 2 was involved to this matter. They had a discussion with him. He said that he had an accident, and as soon as he will recover, those deductions will be stopped. And they will have taken another step. I think the matter is in the Office of Head of Service now. So we are expecting that those deductions, particularly those ones coming from NAFSA, they'll be stopped. And those people that are behind those illegal deductions and the payment of and the PV of some members, they should be brought to book. In fact, it was one of our prayers that they should be punished for that. Recently, we can also look at when the 2017 arrears was paid. September, particularly the month of September, there was a underpayment, you know, and it's another corruption. You see, if you see what is happening in civil service, you see what is happening in society, it baffles me. People don't want to be sincere. Just people want to be rich overnight. And it baffles me whether these people have conscience at all. I was also affected. My gross, my basic, and my consultant allowance was deducted. Even to a tune of 10,000. Some is 20,000 naira. I know one funny thing is that the deduction is not uniformly. Because if it's uniformly, every member will be affected. And there will be that outcry. So instead the deduction of September arrears 2017 was randomly. So that somebody's money is deducted from Ogbadibo or from Okun, for that person to spend transport and come to Makodi to identify it. It will take him time. No, he will just decide to abandon it. And it was on that, when I discovered it, I put on the platform that if your 2017 September was underpaid, forward your data, information to me. Forward the information to the office. We will ensure that that money is refunded. That is it. Because that's corruption. So even that one handling it, we have forwarded the complaint to the officer complaint of the state. And I believe that it's going to look into the matter. And I'm sure that definitely justice will be done. Those that are affected, their monies will be refunded back to them. Because this was illegal deduction. The government is not even aware of it. Teachers are the role model, reshape the society. Teachers are the light of the world. Because any organization, any country that doesn't have teachers, that society is doomed for destruction. The kind of citizen you have depends on the quality of education. And the quality of education depends on the quality of teachers you have. We're going at the days when people say a teacher's word is in heaven. No. So whatever policy the government wants to introduce, first of all, should look at the welfare of a teacher. I know the welfare of a teacher has been neglected in the time past. And that's the reason why you are seeing this rot in the education sector today. Because most people that would have been in the teaching profession, because teachers are not treated very well, they have decided to go to other areas where they feel that they can do better. Maybe their means of their source of living will be adequately taken care of. So a lot of them have abandoned the classroom, gone for seeking, they are seeking for greener pastures somewhere. You know, that is it. So I think that the government should give priority to teachers. In fact, I'm using this opportunity to call on His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Benue State, Reverend Father Dr. Hassan Umalia, to declare state of emergency in education. Because the quality of education system is deteriorating. The rate at which it deteriorates is alarming. If it doesn't do something to rescue it, in the future, it's going to be terrible. You know, I'm not just a teacher in a classroom. I'm also an examiner with various examination bodies, internationally and nationwide. So I know what I'm talking about. If you see the way some of these candidates now, as they still write their exams, if you go through their answer script, you will shed tears. It's terrible. The issue of malpractice has taken over, and this will not augur well. It will not augur well. It's going to affect everybody. It's going to affect the posterity. It's going to affect the unborn generation, because the children that we're bringing up today, those who are breeding and we're training today, they are the future engineers. They are the future medical doctors. If they are not thoroughly brought up, then definitely we are heading towards doom. We are heading towards damnation. You see, if you compare the education system of some African countries, let's look at the issue of Ghana. There came a time that Ghana, as a state, went bankrupt. Ghana, as a state, the leadership was corrupted. And one institution that was not tempered with, it was the issue of education. And that's the reason why they quickly recovered. But if education system is tempered with, you know, the whole system, it's like a cancer. It's going to affect even the unborn generation. So I'm using this opportunity to call on His Excellency that should declare the state of emergency in the education sector to see that the welfare of teachers should be paramount. If we are going to have issues and they say essential services, people should go on, other workers should not go to work. Teachers are among the essential service providers. But at the end of it, when issues comes, nobody remembers them, nobody considers them. Look at the issue of palliative. Other ministries were giving palliative, and teachers were not giving. When we went there to complain, the authorities there told us that teachers there are many. So if they will give us palliative, It will not go wrong. We told them no. Give us the parity, whatever can come, give it to us. We will know how to go and share it among our members. I'm just one of the examples. So actually, the way for our teachers in the state is not good. It's not good. And I am praying that I think the excellence will look into the matter. Because look at the issue that was still battled, that issue of 27.5%. Was still battled that issue. Ordinarily, this is the issue that was not have been battled. Because whoever is there today, in any office today, you were told by a teacher. So ordinarily, I expect when the teachers, issue of teachers come up, all the stakeholders in the nation, all the stakeholders in the state should give attention to it. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Because this day, the issue of this private schools is also worrisome. Because some people, some people that children are in private schools, they're not in public schools, so they don't care what happened to a teacher, to a government teacher. And that's not good. Because whatever happens, whether your child is in abroad, whether your child is going abroad, but as far as I know, if things are not going well in this country, if things are not going well in this state, one day you may be affected. That's just the truth. So let all stakeholders join hands and see how we can retrain teachers and see how the enumeration also be encouraged. Because this issue of subsidy removal is actually biting hard, especially the teachers, because we are going to work every day. Even though the governor has tried, he has implemented the 75,000 minimum wage. But finally speaking, because of the inflation in the market, that is not enough. I think you should think of introducing another welfare package. If you don't care for them, they can never be able to give the best to the society. My message to the Executive Secretary Teaching Service Board. First of all, I have prayed for him that God should give him the wisdom and understanding in piloting the affairs of a teaching service board. But you should know that the office is holding now is different from the political office. When he was a chairman, he was dealing with the politicians. But here you are not dealing with the politicians. You are dealing with a civil servant. So you should have a listening ear. And whatever they complain, you should listen to it and give thought to it and react to it. That is it. One of the issues that we want also to look at the issue of timely promotion and payment of promotion areas to the promoted staff. You know, the former years was trying quite all right. But you know, there are issues that have been delaying this promotion. If you're not inside the pitch, you will not know. You know, some of these things will not be able to say it in the public gallery here. Because the issue of promotion has to do with money. Has to do with what? Money. And most of the time when you see promotion coming out, you see also augment it. Because you have to go through processes. People that are going to sit to mark the exam, look at it at the Ministry of Education and like that. So this is not an easy process. Most of the time, the money to buy fuel, to buy some of those incentives, those things that are needed to facilitate the promotion are not there. So that becomes a challenge. But we hope that his arrival is going to dialogue with His Excellency and at least money should be released timely. Funds should be made available so that you know, the issue of promotion will be handled. If not, ASUSS has been trying to facilitate. ASUSS have been doing that. But you see, most of our members, they don't know. I don't be complaining and insulting that we are not doing. But we are the ones that have been facilitating each and every promotion you see, any year, 2023, 2024, is ASUSS that facilitated it. That's just the truth. ASUSS facilitated it. We are working behind the scenes. It's not everything they come here and public guy and say it. But what I want to tell you, ASUSS facilitated it.